Hey there, gang. Patrick King here with my good friend Bigfoot. We get the question all the time about horses that are fearful of the whip when a rider tries to use a whip. It's something that I think of as being kind of an important tool to have because riding with the whip, working with the whip in hand, allows us to be very specific with our horses. We're not talking about beating on them or doing anything like that, but I'm talking about specifically touching parts of their body that we want to bring more awareness to or that we want to get a yield from. And the idea of horses being fearful of the whip is simply not acceptable. If we think about it, the horse is not born afraid of the whip. That's something that the human creates. And whether it was us that created it ourselves or whether it was past life experiences that the horse had, a prior owner or a poor trainer or something like that, it's our job as the owner, as the rider, as the handler, to help the horse overcome that fear of the whip. And it's actually really simple. So this is something we want to keep in mind. Regardless of the horse's phobia of the whip, I found within a few sessions this simple trick really helps a lot. And that's the idea that the whip is an aid for halting. The whip is an aid to stop. If we're incorporating the whip into our basic work in hand or our groundwork with a horse, each time we ask them to stop, we'll simply touch the whip on them, basically anywhere on their body. I find that here on the shoulder, at the connection for the neck, is a really easy way for us to first start introducing that. Eventually then back on top of the hip or the low back. This would be helpful in our in-hand work. If your horse is saddled, you can touch the horse on top of the back behind the saddle, and that'll ask them to halt. Again, it takes only a few sessions for the horse to normally figure out that the whip is actually a good thing. It's the way that we use the whip that helps the horse. I'll ask Bigfoot here to move and then to halt. You can see he's learned to halt with the contact of the whip on his shoulder. That's really helpful. And again, like I said, even the horses with serious phobias and serious fears of the whip, within a couple sessions, you'll find that they're going to learn to relax into the whip when we use it there, helping us to be more specific with the groundwork that we do with our horse. Hopefully this is helpful to you. If you've got maybe a friend that has a horse that's fearful of the whip, please tag them in the comment section below this video or share the video directly with them. If you've got any questions, feel free to send those in. You guys keep asking questions and we'll keep talking about horses. Thanks.